Hey everyone, it's Alonda. I hope you're doing well. I am reaching out today to ask the question, what have you gained on your weight loss journey? I know so much of our day is spent talking about how much we've lost, and fighting with the scale. Trust me, I understand that because I'm still fighting with my scale. And I will explain a situation on Friday's video about my scale. But today, we are talking about what have you gained. This past weekend, I was in St. Louis with the Just Be You award show, and it was an honor and a privilege to be a presenter and to be surrounded with so many lovely, educated, motivating, inspirational people. Now, the Just Be You award show is dedicated to people who have gone through weight loss surgery. But there is actually a huge correlation between weight loss surgery, meaning bariatrics, and people who are on a GLP-1. And I will say, when Mel and Kelly first reached out and told me that I would be a presenter, I was like, oh my gosh. And then I had a moment of freak out, and I was like, oh, but does bariatric and GLP-1 have anything to do with one another? And they informed me yes. And this weekend, it was proven that yes, literally, people who are on a GLP-1 or who have gone through a bariatric surgery, we go through a lot of the same things. Weight loss, focus on protein, focus on movement, telling family, not telling family. I mean, the similarities are really there. I spoke with one lady who lost 400 pounds. Kid you not, she lost 400 pounds. And she was like, the only difference I can see right now is that I drank liquids and soft foods, and now I'm back on protein. And I was like, what? And so, yeah, there were so many similarities with the two demographics. Matter of fact, quite a few people who have had the bariatric surgery, whether it's sleeve or bypass, I mean, it's a whole bunch of them. But a lot of them even stated that they got on a GLP-1 to help lose the weight so they could actually have their initial surgery. And then quite a few people told me that on their stall, their actual doctor prescribed GLP-1s to help them get going. So it was so informative. But I tell you this to say, what have you gained? Because while I was there, we had so many conversations about the positive things that are going on in our life in the weight loss journey community. For example, I stated that I was in St. Louis, and in St. Louis, they have the Arch. Now, I didn't go on the Arch this go round. I've actually been on the Arch before, but there was a whole conversation about, can you imagine us all in that little capsule if we were our original weight? Girl, can you imagine what it would have been like being on the elevator, 5 of us all at the same time? Girl, I mean, there were so many moments. And I will say, when I first arrived at my first event, now keep in mind, a lot of these people are Instagram phenomenons, TikTok phenomenons, and here I am, YouTube. I'm like one of 4 who were like, oh, I'm on YouTube. Everybody else is on the TikTok or the Insta. But they were talking about, I lost my thought. ADHD is real, y'all. I'm driving and I'm not sure if I'm going the right way. So train of thought left me. But they were talking about all the things that they have achieved. And when I first got there, I really didn't talk to anybody because I was having my aha moments, my starstruck moments. I'm like, oh my God, there she is. Like, I follow her. Oh my gosh. I was having those moments, truth be told. Oh my God, that's him. Oh, I was having those moments. But I was talking to a group of women and someone said, so what was your aha moment? And I was like, oh, I had an aha moment. That's what started the whole weight loss journey. It was a photo. And like I said, they started sharing and showing, their photos, their driver's license before and after, them playing with their kids. and how they were there, but not there. Physically they were there, but physically they weren't there. The kid was playing by themselves. I mean, there were so many moments where, I kid you not, I laughed, I cried, I laughed, I cried, because I just realized that we are all so connected. And instead of us just harping on all the negatives, we were actually able to discuss so many of the positives. Yeah. And we even had this one little moment, I kid you not, where we were all eating, and that's not for me. We were all eating and we barely had any food on our plate, and nobody said a word. Nobody said a word. At the actual award show, they had two bars. They had the alcohol bar and they had the mock cocktail bar. And people were talking about how they used to drink a lot. Hey, I used to be a heavy drinker. Now I'm over here with devotion, and they have all these mock cocktails, and y'all, I kid you not, they were good. I probably had three. Yeah, I had 3 8-ounce cups of their pina colada. They actually mixed it with coconut water and ice and blended it, and it tasted just like a pina colada. Yeah, I had 3. And then I had four, I'll say it again. I had 4, uh, margaritas. Not actual margaritas, but mock cocktail margaritas. I'll show a little picture. Y'all, they are so good. It's a great way to hydration. I promise you I'm not doing a sales pitch, but they were so, so good. But yes, so my question to you is, what have you gained? What have you gained on this journey? For me, I've gained a new self-confidence. I love being able to, and that was another one. So we were all sitting down talking. This other lady, she had lost 350 pounds. And she was like, girl, look at me with my slit in my dress. And she had crossed her legs. And we were all like, oh, we all just went, oh, because we know what it's like when we were in our former bodies, not being able to cross our legs. And it was just all these little moments that maybe we've given up on, like, oh, I'll never be able to do this, or, oh, I miss when I could do that. One lady runs 10 miles every freaking day now. She was like, I used to be a runner when I was a kid. I gained a ton of weight. Those are her words, not mine. And now I am back to running. And I think she said 245 right now, weight wise. But she did have surgery, and she's a slow responder on everything, on the bariatric weight loss, in addition to being on a GLP-1 right now. But her gain is that she's back to being a runner. What? You run, girl. You run. They were even doing like a run. I can't remember her name, but run, Gloria, run. Kind of like Run, Forrest, Run. So it was just a eye-opening experience. So I then again ask you, what have you gained while being on your GLP-1 journey? I hope y'all are well. Please mark it below. I'm so interested to see what y'all say. What have you gained? Because we spend so much time talking about the negative. Let's be positive today. It's Easter, y'all. Let's do that. I'll see you later.